Hi Aquarius, I hope you guys are doing great. So this is going to be a May 2020 general energy read. We're going to be doing tarot only, no astrology. Okay, take what resonates, throw out the rest. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. And always check your rising sun, moon sign, and Venus sign. So we're going to be starting with the Lenormand deck, okay? Now Lenormand is not tarot and it's not an oracle, it's its own system. So I'll explain what this is as we go along. So we have microscope, magnifying glass, child, and flowers. Okay, so the magnifying glass indicates that there's something in your life that you need to look at more closely. You need to be a little more critical because something may not be what it seems at first glance. Maybe even better, may not be, right? But there may be something that you're missing. So you need to be a lot more proactive and really actively looking at something that's going on in your life, be it that relationship, that situation in your career, whatever it is. And we have as a foundation, this is like a gift coming to you. This is beautiful. This is acknowledgement. This is somebody who feels very grateful for the work that you've done. This is somebody who feels very grateful for you being in their life. But you need to look at this. You need to look at this and make sure that you're not looking at everything through rose-colored glasses or through the eyes of a child, but rather somebody who's simply young at heart. And there is a difference, right, between the two. So you want to make sure that in relationships and career, whatever it is, that everybody is walking their talk. Walking their talk, okay? There's a sense of innocence about this, Aquarius, that I sense coming from you. This wanting to believe the good in a situation, the good of a person, and not, but yet I feel like, you're so intuitive that it's like you're vibing, you're not sure if you should give them all of that, them meaning a person or a situation within work. Two kings next to each other. Talk about that in a minute. All right, two kings next to each other is a beautiful energy. It means that there's a nice coming together of energies. It's almost like a very solid partnership. So if you're here with partnership on your heart, we have the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is emotional, mental, and physical connection. Then we have that next to the Cups, which is all about sharing emotion only. So this is a very strong partnership for sure. So let's start off with the first card here. We have the Judgment energy, which is about forgiveness and transformation. It's a Pluto energy, right? So Pluto is all about something ending, something being reborn so that there could be forgiveness, in a beautiful way. Now, this doesn't have to mean that anything went on negative in the relationship that went on negatively, particularly in the career. It just indicates that there's a cyclical nature to life. And this indicates that as you go on to this next cycle, that other cycle is gonna die, and you're gonna be kind of reborn and rebirthed into this more positive cycle moving forward, because it's going to bring enlightenment and a sense of healing, right? Because that's what the Judgment energy is. It's also you recognizing that you've done the best that you could given a certain set of circumstances, which is really great, because there is nothing better than forgiving oneself for anything. You know what I mean? So that is definitely there. Now, the clarifying energy for this, believe it or not, is the Five of Wands, right? Such a positive energy. But then we have the conflict energy, right? Where it's having a battle of the wills, right? This is Saturn and Leo, something becoming really super heavy and you needing to really, really look at that front and center. So it's you wanting to make this, this transition, this transformation, but there being this conflict. It's like can't get out of your way. And it just becomes really, really heavy. Then we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands indicates the ending of a cycle. You putting the wands down. You can't handle it anymore. It's just overtaxed, psychological, emotional, mental. It's too much. This is also the card of the multitasker. And that may, sit true for some of you, where it's like, oh my God, I'm busy with work. I'm busy with the kids. And now this nonsense with the relationship, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it, right? And it really has a lot to do with the fact that you did just in your heart, you just not feeling like this person that you're dealing with is putting the work in, the same work in as you, or they're not willing to, or maybe you're not, right? Because the energies can always be very enmeshed. So the Seven of Pentacles is a Saturn and Taurus energy. So Saturn is where there's delay, there's restriction. It's where the challenges hang out, right? It's where karma lives and all of that. And it's in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus rules relationships, as well as one of the money planets and our self-esteem. So things became just so heavy in trying to move this forward and trying to build and trying to get this relationship off the ground and trying to get this job off the ground. It became too much. Everything going on just became too much. So, in a very literal sense, for some of you having to do with career, this could be that the COVID situation just became bigger than everybody else. It became too much and you ended up losing your job. You ended up getting furloughed. You ended up being made to work differently, right? That means that cycle, the way you used to do your job, is over. And now you're in a different cycle, right? So again, general messages, you're going to connect it however you see fit. If this has to do with a relationship, it became too heavy. You had to put it down. You did not see you and this person working together at the same pace. Then we have the King of Cups. Beautiful energy, absolutely. I mean, come on, Libra and Scorpio. So Libra rules relationships. It's at the 7th house energy, again, ruled by Venus. And Scorpio is about transformation. And this person was meant to change your life. Absolutely. You are dealing with an energy, my friend, that is meant to change your life. There's no question. To have this as a center card in the upright, absolutely. But it's just not going to be yet. Because the Page of Wands in reverse, it doesn't mean a not at all, but it does mean not now. It does mean some disillusionment. It means you not being able to push things forward at the pace that you want. Okay? But this is somebody very passionate offering you this, but there being this delay in this new beginning, in this new path. So this could be a new job offer coming in, but you can't start it yet. This could be this new relationship you meet online, this person you meet online, but you can't actually get going on it yet, right? Because of COVID. This could be you were with somebody and you're going to have this new cycle with them. That's awesome, but you guys can't really in the 3D act on it yet. You follow? So it's kind of like that. Even if you guys are together, maybe you're just quarantining separately and you just really want to have this next cycle already, but you just can't. So you have that restriction, but it doesn't mean that the love is not there, that the caring is not there. King of Pentacles, very nice, okay? Being on point with the coin, very nice, very nice. Who doesn't like that? Aries and Taurus, a fresh path, a fresh perspective, taking a chance, moving things forward, doing it fearlessly, working towards those coins. Taurus energy is really about, so many things, right? I mean, it is about, approaching something from a very practical standpoint, from a very earthy standpoint, being very mindful of money. But because it's ruled by Venus, you're also looking to feel really good about what it is that you're in, because Venus rules everything that we love. So it has to do with loving ourselves. It has to do with love in general. It has to do with loving our job. So if this is a person, this can be a person or an influence, right? So if this is a person, this is somebody offering you a new position. This could even be somebody brand new, right? New, with this King energy, coming into your life, offering you security, like really security, right? I mean, that is really the deal with the Pentacles energy. It's a very earthy, practical. You can rely on this person. This person is monogamous. This is a good person, right? If it has to do with a person in a relationship. If it has to do with an influence, this does indicate a new path that's going to be very benefic for you and you're going to be making money. 7 of Wands, I like it. Look at this end. Look at this card. If you can say, you see the water? I mean, it almost looks like a puddle, but it's a river. So look at his size in relation to that. So he is like literally large and in charge, right? I mean, that's what it is. And getting very in touch with what it is that he needs in order to be successful, in order to be happy, completely. Mars and Leo, tapping into what he needs and really saying, listen, this is the deal. Yeah, I'm sorry if this offends you in any way, but this is what I need in this relationship. This is what I need in this job. And not doing it with any malice or any cockiness either, but it's just you saying I have realized and learned that for me to stay passionate about this connection, this job, this relationship, whatever it is, this is what I need. And and you're gonna say your bit. You're gonna do your thing, right? You're gonna say your thing. And we have the Hermit energy. Now, the Hermit energy is it's a big energy. This is first and foremost, you're taking the mental space that you need to do some thinking. This could also be you saying, you know what? I really want to work on that relationship. Or equally so, this could be like, you know what, I'm realizing this relationship is not for me and it's time for me to walk away from this and go it alone for a minute. But then we have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So this is an interesting energy because it's a nostalgic energy, but I call this negative nostalgia because this is like in your mind, you're feeling very nostalgic for a relationship that you had once upon a time, a job that you had once upon a time, friends that you had once upon a time. You know, thinking back with these big, big rose-colored glasses on, saying, you know what, maybe it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. Guys, be careful, because that is the energy of, when we have Venus retrograde in Gemini, that is what's going to be happening in the month of May. So just be careful of that. We're not glorifying something in the rearview mirror, because this thing, whatever it is that you're going to be thinking about, needs to stay in the past. This is no good for you. No good for you. So, for some of you, I'm just going to call it what it is. For some of you, you're going to be like, you know what? This relationship, even though they're offering me all these things, I'm just not really feeling it anymore, and I really want to go in a different direction. I want to call that person up from my past, or this person called me up from their past. I can't get them off my energy, and I think I want to just really give that a go. Don't do it. Honestly, don't do it. Don't. If this has to do with a job and you're in the space where you're being offered a lot of opportunity, but you're not getting your way down to like the nuts and bolts of it all, right? Because that's very much the Seven of Wands energy, and you go into this space and you're like, I don't know, I don't think I want to do this. I think I'm just going to kind of go off on this way. I'm going to return to that job that I did once upon a time, or look into that thing that I wanted to do once upon a time. Don't do it. Don't do it. You have rose-colored glasses on. You're not going to be seeing things clearly right now. You need to understand that. So just don't do it. If you can, the best of your ability, keep things status quo. Because I do have to tell, I'm going to pull some more energies on this, but I do have to tell you that I am really not getting a negative energy all the way around having to do with work or relationship. I'm getting that you got taxed out, but that could be from a number of different reasons. And even if you guys had a battle of the wells, all right, that happens. You feeling like you did everything right, and then you're in a battle of the wills, and you're like, this is really not even my issue. And you may be very correct in that. You may be very correct in that. Still positive in the reverse. You're not able to move away. You feeling like you're not going to have your wish fulfillment. You're feeling some pain here. You're really revisiting your thought system, your process. Yeah. All right, here we go. So the world energy is still positive. It just means not yet. Something's in the way, So this could be the quarantine. This could be somebody's ego. It could be a number of things, but something's in the way. And it's not a big thing, right? That's the thing. Even though it's a major arcana, like as soon as this thing is lifted, as soon as this person becomes aware, if they're going to become aware, if you become aware, more self-aware of yourself, once we get out of quarantine, if we can get going on life and start putting things back to a new normal or something like that. But that is what the world in reverse indicates. And we have the Hierophant energy. I like this because this is you revisiting your belief system. And you're revisiting, like, what is relationship supposed to even mean anyway? Like, where did I get that original belief system that I harbor anyway? Or what is success in career actually really mean anyway? Really thinking about your thought process. And it's comparing it to like what societal norms are considered as normal, your belief system being raised and all of that. And you're really looking at this and really changing it. And this is you not leaving. This is you not leaving. This is you pressing the pause button, recognizing the lessons that you've learned, and not being willing to walk away from this relationship, not being willing to walk away from some sort of job offer that was given to you. Yeah, because it's all about truth, and you're really facing the truth right now. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I like this energy. I do. It's Taurus and Gemini, right? So the words are coming in. They might be a little harsh, a little stingy when you hear it, but the bottom line is they're going to be truthful, and it's going to bring you towards a very practical outcome. So this is a good energy. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. So you're realizing that the path that you've been on is not going to bring you to your wish fulfillment. It's just not. I want to come over here to the Three of Swords energy. There was something that was very painful to you that you need to walk away from. Seriously, something pained you in this connection. Something happened, Aquarius. Something happened in this relationship. Something happened in this job. You're realizing this is not your wish fulfillment. I have like a moving on, like double twins here. The Eight of Wands. I can't even tell you how positive this card is. This is one of my favorite ones in the deck. It really, really is. It's a beautiful energy. It's Mercury and Sagittarius. My friends, this is communication that's really positive, coming in really fast. And it's going to be almost like a frenetic kind of energy. It's in there with Sagittarius, which is about moving forward with integrity and luck and expansion, because it's ruled by Jupiter. It's the most benefic planet, right? So it's about moving towards this very solid, firm, very supportive and nurturing space, but doing it quickly. Like some sort of information comes in and you end up moving there quite quickly. And the Chariot means moving away from toxicity onto a path that's more for you, that speaks more to your integrity. This is connected to Cancer. Cancer is that fourth house energy of home, which is that home space, safety, love, you know, and it could be metaphorical. Like it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be moving in with anybody, whatever, but we have that home space feel in jobs. We have that home space feel with people. Like, yeah, you know, like this is in my pocket. Like this feels good to me, right? You know, kind of energy. So leaving the toxicity and going towards what really matters to you and getting away from anything that wasn't your wish fulfillment, that was going to be in any way, shape, or form painful to you. But this requires you looking at things very, very differently and being very aware of your natural predisposition to be very childlike in your approach to things, Aquarius. It's one of the most beautiful things about your sign. I love Aquarians. Those of you who've been watching me know my twin boys are Aquarius risings. My mother was an Aquarius. Beautiful energy. There's an element of innocence about the Aquarius energy. And at the same time, there's this element of, I'm going to do my own thing, and the hell with you if you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are ruled by Uranus. It's like doing your own thing, being different, doing different, and being your own quirky self and just loving yourself like that. And people love you because of that, right? But this is about being very sure that you're looking at everything with great clarity and not through what it is that you want something to be, right? Being super honest with yourself. But I feel like you're going to end up in a really awesome space. I mean, to have the Eight of Wands and the Chariot as these last two energies, like that's just great. It really is. It's so beautiful. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful in some way. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.